Hey YouTube, it's Chris from CW62 coming at you with another video, believe it or not. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. Today's video is sponsored by me. I'm doing all this one on my own. A little humor there. However, I'm going to be covering a little bit of my 3D printing here. I've been working on my printer. You can see I'm still having some problems. It's not laying down the first layer perfectly, but it's kind of the first things that I've printed since it's been a month. It's been a month since I've done any printing. I was able yesterday to get 4 of these Christmas ornaments done. They're printed. I'm going to have to paint them, and then I did these here. I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but they're of Bluey. My son's roommate, him and his wife, their youngest son loves Bluey. And so I'm going to paint those up and I'm going to send them to him. So that way he's got them for Shiloh. He can give them to him as a gift or whatever. But yeah, I watched a YouTube video this morning about a new printer that Bamboo Lab came out with. It's called a P2S. Boy, that's a nice printer. Maybe one of these days I'll get lucky and somebody will sponsor me and give me the printer, or I'll save up enough and be able to buy one. Boy, I need to trim my beard. It's getting bad. But anyways, I just wanted to say hi and let everybody know that I'm still around, doing good. Been working on trying to get the printer up and running. I think I figured out what's going on with it right now, but I'm going to let this batch print just to see if any of them correct and you know, are usable. But if not, no big deal. I'm not using that much PLA, the filament for it, so you know, it's a learning experience for me. And one thing I did do is I signed up to go to college. 63 years old, and I'm going back to school. I'm going to take well, I got to meet with the counselor to find out what classes I can get into, but I want to take some CAD classes so that I can learn how to do some computer-generated designs so I can 3D print stuff, and maybe even make some files for some friends that have laser engravers, and just go back to school so I have something to do, because since I've had this leg amputation, I've just been sitting at home. I put out job applications and everything, but I haven't even rated an interview. And the one company that I was working for before this happened told me that my job was secure, that take all the time I need, you know, I can come back to work. Well, that unfortunately turned out to be a big nothing burger. No work for me. But, you know, I also understand where they're coming from, you know, insurance and everything, because I was a driver. I would go pick up people, take them to their doctor's appointments, and then take them back home after their appointments were over. And it's one thing if I'm driving my car and I get in an accident, you know, that's on me and my insurance. But it's another thing if I'm driving theirs and a patient gets hurt, you know, that's on them. And then it's really on them because it was my right leg that was partially amputated. You know, that's the one that you use to control the gas and the brake. And, you know, I can see the point. But in a way also, I got to count it as a blessing that they told me my job was waiting for me, because I've never been one just to sit around and not do anything, and it kind of gave me the drive I needed to do exercises and physical therapy. Even though I didn't go to physical therapy, I watched it on YouTube, and I talked to my surgeon about it, and he told me, yeah, if you're willing to do it, you know, and not have to go to physical therapy, by all means. And then, you know, the next time I went and saw him, he told me, he says, I can tell that you've been doing the physical therapy. Just keep doing what you're doing. And then I have an exercise class I go to 2 days a week, and it's put on by the rec center for free. And so I go to that. But, you know, having the thought in my mind that I had a job to go back to gave me the desire to push myself, which is what I needed. So I'm thankful that they told me that, you know, my job was waiting, even though really it wasn't. And I kind of thought, you know, well, it's not going to be there. But the hope was, you know, the job was still there. But that's okay. You know, I got over that hump, And you know, I have good days, I have bad days. Praise the Lord, I have more good days than I do bad days. And you know, I'm trying to look at everything positive. You know, it's kind of hard to look at the situation and say, well, what's positive about that? Well, one positive is I'm alive. You know, the doctor gave me 2 options: get the amputation or die. I chose the amputation, and it paid off. So, and then it got me into 3D printing. You know, my friend Robert from New York, he bought a 3D printer and had Amazon ship it to me because he was concerned for my mental well-being. And I praise the Lord every day that, you know, Robert cared enough about me to do that. And, you know I have other friends that have been praying for me. And Marty, whenever he's a long-haul truck driver, and whenever he comes to my area in California, and we get together, and, you know, we talk, and Marty's been a huge encouragement. And my good friend Frankie, he was an encouragement. He would contact me several times a day while I was in the hospital, and he still contacts me. And now it's my turn to pray for him because Frankie's in the hospital right now. And if any of you believe in the power of prayer like I do, when you pray, could you please pray for Frankie? I know you might not know him, but God knows him. And, you know, he's a child of God just like I am and just like you guys are. And, you know, if you could just mention Frankie in your prayer, say, Lord, you know what's going on with Frankie. Even though I don't know him, I've been asked to lift him up to you in prayer. If you could do that, boy, that would mean so much to me and to Frankie, even though, you know, we don't know if you're doing it or not, but the Lord knows. And, you know, like I say all the time, I pray for all of you. I don't, you know, pray individually for each and every one of you because I don't know you all individually. But I pray for you as a group, and the Lord knows who you guys are. So, you know, if you could pray and ask the Lord to be with Frankie, and also to uphold his wife Melinda. You know, she's going through whatever it is just as bad as he is, if not mentally. I mean, if not physically, she's going through it mentally and emotionally. So, you know, I'm asking prayer for him, and you know, and just for each other and for our country. You know, our country needs to heal. We've got so much strife and division going on; it's unreal. And the only way things are going to get fixed is through the Lord. But anyways, get back to the 3D printing. Maybe I might just cancel this print because it's looking like maybe the one that I thought I was going to get is not going to turn out. But nah, I think I'm going to let it go so that way I've got a reference to visually look at and I can kind of pick it apart. But anyways, I just wanted to make a video. Wanted to make it quick, but it's already like almost 8 minutes here now. I'm doing good. I feel good. I had a doctor's appointment today because I had a blister on my one foot that I have. My one foot that I have left, and it started to turn into an ulcer. And I got to the doctor quick enough, and he's been treating it. And when I went this morning, he said, "Hey, you know what you're doing is fantastic. Keep doing it." And instead of saying, "Hey, see you next week, come back in 2 weeks," he's given me a whole month now. You know, he says, "Keep doing what you're doing and come back in a month unless something comes up." But I just wanted to, like I said, get on and make a quick video. And you all have a blessed day. I love each and every one of you. I pray for all of you. Thank you for being my subscribers. And have a blessed day. And I will see you on the next video. And oh, by the way, if anybody out there, company-wise, Bamboo, Creality, anybody like that wants to send me another 3D printer and have some videos made, you know, true videos of how I feel, done in a one and done because I don't know how to edit, you know, I guess it'd be a raw video. Hey, contact me and I'll be more than happy to make videos for you. But they're going to be what I want to say, not what you want me to say. So I doubt if anybody send me a video, send me a printer. But, you know, just kidding anyways. Y'all take care, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.